Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Everythin Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hey, and welcome. We are going to have a fabulous night because guess what we're talking about? We are going to talk about wonderful cannabis. Anybody know what cannabis is?
No.
No? Marijuana, and there's all kinds of other names for it.
The devil's lettuce?
Devil's lettuce.
But yes, we figured we'd have a cannabis show and talk about good old cannabis. And since it's becoming legal here medically and a lot of other places, recreational and medically, if you don't know what the meaning recreational means, that means open to everybody to just go in and buy if you're a certain age, kind of like cigarettes, booze, all that good stuff. And the other one, of course, means medically. You take it for all kinds of stuff. It's a good healer of all kinds. And I do mean,
you mean it
all
can be used for medicine?
Yes,
for like cancer.
Yes, cancer is a very good one that it does help a lot with. And we are going to tell all kinds of stories about it of our times because, yes, I have done it and everybody here has done it. Yes. And so we're going to tell good old stories of just how we have done while we are on it. And whenever I say on it, it's back in the day, whenever I was on it, there wasn't no different strains. There was just one. And if there was, nobody knew about it because nobody gave a shit. We just smoked it and enjoyed it. So there are uppers and downers, kind of like an upper and a downer. One is indica, which I remember because it puts you in the couch. In the couch. And then the other one is sativa, which is an upper. And it's kind of like, I guess you would say speed or an upper.
Chatty cat.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Like me and my oldest brothers would definitely get smoky on it. And oh my God, we had so much fun because me and my older brothers, we would just smoke it, get stoned off of our asses, and just look at each other and just crack up laughing and not even know what the hell we were laughing at. And then we'd be all like, stop. Why are we laughing? And that was even fucking funnier. Like, it was like, oh my God, we got to even laugh even harder. So, yes, we have good old, what's your name tonight? We got good old here. And then good old Jezebel here. Wonderful.
AKA Stub This.
We got good old here. And in the background we have Mr.
Dr. Dick Driver.
Ooh, Dr. Dick Driver. Oh my goodness. And and yes, as you can tell, we're not in our original studio. We are actually at somebody else's studio, and it's an awesome studio.
Privately.
So it's totally undercover. And why we're not saying our names, by the way, I'm not T-Roy. Not T-Roy. That's who I am. We are incognito. We were supposed to have masks, but of course, you see them.
Incognito,
and,
AKA
so we changed our names.
This.
We figured that would hide us. I mean, that's what stoners do, right?
Let's say hi and get some shout outs. We got some WLFPD family radio.
Hi, Genevieve. I love you,
Radio
sis. Hi, Lacrosse. Love you. Hi, Boo Teddy.
Ted says
Ted Van Son.
Hee. Hi, Angelina.
Chipster 420.
Chipster.
Great
What up, 420?
I bet he knows some
And then,
things
of
too.
course,
about
there's
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Dick Dragon.
Oh my God! Hi, Mr. Damien. That is like my brother from another mother. I can't wait for y'all to meet him. You already have because he's been on my show.
I've never met him.
He's like a weird guy.
So, just asking some questions. If you want to say it's cool, if not, it's cool. If you want to be like upfront, we have questions going to be taking and asked on here. So, if you are a smoker, or you have smoked, or you know somebody that has smoked or does smoke, and you have a question for us, please pop it up on screen. We are going large and then small. So we will get to that question when we possibly can. Well,
Well, Ted, now you can't have a 420 show without having a 420. So
It's like
there's the
419.
answer to that.
Well, yeah, Boo Ted. Look, we're smoking right now. Can't you see the smoke? I mean, we have an incense burner. Or is it incense?
Or is it?
Or is it?
Or
Who
was
knows? Oh, I do. I know. But I ain't going to say. Because, it's a good, clean family show we're having right now. Yeah, what?
Hi, Destiny. The water level is good. Last night, guys, we had a big
Yes.
rainstorm.
We did have a spooky
So-
time. I was on Facebook all day yesterday because it had flooded in our trailer park again. And it was okay. Like, we got some smoke fog from it. And but yeah, everything's okay. The water receded and went back beyond the banks, and everybody in the trailer park is all right. It really didn't damage much of anything, so
Almost got wet.
keep fingers crossed that
There
the
is
next
no
rains
trailer
don't
park
come.
anymore. I wish my husband was talking about the trailer
Billy.
park, because there is literally no trailer
Yes.
park at all.
No
anymore.
trailer. We don't even live in a trailer. No trailer in that park whatsoever. No.
There is no park.
What
The
the
park-
fuck's wrong with living in a trailer?
I know, right?
The
Yeah.
park was washed away 4 years
We live in
ago.
a mansion
This
in
thing makes
a
it
non-park territory.
for us, I see.
Non-park.
No
There is no
parking.
park. None. No child park. No park whatsoever.
You know what? The mansion has its own park within its own park.
The mansion
With the
has-
We
trailer.
have no park. Didn't you hear the man say?
What the man
You been
said.
smoking, son?
Peggy, you should come over.
Peggy, my BFF. You should be here, girl. Let me tell
How
you.
you been
Whoop,
Shout out
So
to
Thomas Cat, we said happy birthday. She just celebrated her birthday a couple of days ago. I know I said it on Facebook, but
Yes,
ain't
happy
nothing better than a shout
birthday.
out, right?
Happy birthday to you.
You mean
So-
14?
Teddy said it's
Oh.
been raining for 4 days now over there in New York.
Wow.
I can't handle it.
Huh.
But enough about the weather.
So, enough about the weather. Let's talk about some Mary Jane. Whoa. Y'all seen that? It must be my eyes, because I could have swore there was something like over in this area there for a second. Like, whew, must be a stone moment. But anyways, whenever you're stoned, you kind of lag
Where's the
on a certain couch. And that kind of puts you to sleep. It really makes you mellow. It if you're really nervous, the anxiety kicks in, even for depression, it'll just mellow that out to where the depression is not really there because your brain is lagging on that. So it kind of helps on that. And PTSD, it helps kind of slow everything down to where it's not like going night to nothing, and it doesn't seem like everybody's on top of you.
So, some good things about cannabinoids as opposed to opioids. Cannabinoids are not as addictive as opioids. Cannabinoids will not kill you like opioids. Opioids will. They've been having basically synthetic heroin in the pharmacies for years, but pot has been a Schedule I narcotic for, I don't know, since the beginning of time.
My
I was
God.
gonna have some dates, but I got high.
But Genesis chapter 2, verse 9. That's where it comes in.
And just so everybody knows, it hasn't always been illegal. It used to be legal back in the day, years ago, probably
like
over
when our
100 years ago.
forefathers.
And not we, but after that, some people moved in, and you know how people are. They get their own ideas of, well, no, let's live like this and make everybody else live like this too. So they made it illegal, and that's why it's illegal now.
As Jezebel pointed out, our forefathers.
And the forefathers.
George Washington had hemp farms.
Yes.
Most of the clothes, the paper that the Declaration of Independence is written on is hemp paper. Oh, look at that. Constitution. United States of America. So, hemp has been a part of American culture since America has become America. And for it to be illegalized and for people to spend many, many years in prison over a plant that was put on this earth for humans, it's just ridiculous. And we need to overcome the stigma. It should be just as socially acceptable to hear Mama needs a blunt than it is to hear Mama needs a glass of wine.
Or here's another one. Who likes burying people from drinking and driving? I don't. And so with that, you hear of hundreds to thousands of people dying every day from a drunk driver. But you don't really hear that many people dying from smoking marijuana or pot or whatever else you want to call it. So just look that up, a little bit of facts there. I've lived 44 years and I have barely heard anything negative on cannabis, marijuana, Mary Jane, whatsoever. But I've heard a lot on the whole alcohol and driving and other drugs, of course. But I'm just picking alcohol because I lost a really good friend to alcohol. And driving, he wasn't driving, but he was drinking. And the other guy was drinking as well. And it ended up killing my best friend. So really, think about it before you get behind a wheel of a vehicle drinking. And
be cautious.
Be very cautious. If you do drink, have a designated driver, somebody there to drive you around. Even whenever you're smoking marijuana, be cautious with doing whatever you're going to do at that moment in time because it could be dangerous as well, just possibly not dangerous-er than drinking. So, with that said, follow
the laws.
Yes,
don't
follow
go
the
out
laws.
smoking where you're not supposed to be smoking.
Don't
Stay
do
in your
nothing
house,
illegal.
just like you should follow the laws with alcohol.
We don't want the police officers. Police
Peggy
officers,
says,
cops. You don't want the cops in it. You don't want the cops
lady.
in it whatsoever. None.
Police officers.
Ooh, see?
Oh, shit,
this is what it
showing
looks like.
up.
This is what it looks like, just to give you a thought. This is what it looks like whenever the cops are after your ass.
And then it goes, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yes. And then they tell you, get out. Nowadays, it's get out. Get on the fucking call. I'm going to shoot you.
No, they won't shoot you in England. They'll beat you with the baton.
Yeah, with their,
They'll beat you with the baton.
They'll just beat the hell out of you.
They'll beat your hell out of you, young lad.
So yeah,
that's
and she's one of our closest friends. She was just born a day late. Her birthday is 4/21. I'm not going to say who it is. If they want to, they can. But Peggy says it's become illegal when the government figured out that they can make more money off of it.
Yeah.
Yes, taxing it.
Yep.
Well, that's actually what's going to make it legal nowadays. So
is because of taxes. So people
but that could also
respect
get
your
us out of
taxes,
deficit.
pay your
I'm not trying
taxes.
to talk about politics and all that.
No.
But this could be the way to get us out of the hole.
Yeah.
And Angelina says she's a big hothead. She's been smoking. She's 18. brings up a good topic. So I was 13 when I
13.
started smoking. I was raised around it. My grandpa once told me when I was real young, about 7 or so, because I got smoking cigarettes, that he'd rather have me have a joint in his hand. They were sitting around the table smoking a joint, and he looked at me and was like, I'd rather have this in your hand than a cigarette any day. So then 5 years later, we begged him, me and my aunt, she's no longer with us, begged him to let us drink. So he got us like a 6-pack of ponies and a pint of Jack Daniels. And so we thought we were big. And we were drinking other things. And he's like, so you still smoke them cigarettes? And I was like, yeah. And it's like, all right, ever smoke pot? And I was like, no, but I've always wanted to. So we smoked a joint. And they were doing an addition into the living room. And we're sitting at the kitchen table. If you knew my pa, you ever visited him, you're sitting at the kitchen table. So I look out and it looks like that living room just goes, and I just get all relaxed. And he's like, it's kicking in, huh? And I was like, I don't feel it. And then my cousin, he was about 5 or so at the time, comes up behind me and he did something to my head. And I just started laughing. My grandpa was like, oh, great, you're going to be one of those. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So long story short, it was after Christmas. It was New Year's Eve. So this little kid got a doctor's little kit. He wanted to play like, he was a doctor and whatnot. So I laid on the bed and he was like, all right. He checked my temperature. He's like, it's my turn. I'm the patient. And I was like, nah, man. I think I'm in a coma. So you just need to call the nurse and then call it. It's dead. And then, of course, I'm asleep. And that's the end of that story. So, how old? Let's go around the circle.
Yeah. Mr. Thumbs Up.
Wow. I would say my first time was about the same age as this young man over here. 13, 14, right around there.
Cool.
And it was a familiar strain. I think it was Ditch. Am I familiar with that one?
Ditch weed, yes.
I
Ditch
think
weed.
that's like what T-Bird was talking about earlier,
Yeah,
right? That
I'm
one
talking
strain
about
everyone
it.
smoked.
Ditch weed.
That's, you always got
Ditch
mean,
weed and,
AKA commercial.
I remember skunk, and that shit smelled like a
Oh,
skunk.
yeah.
If you ever smelled skunk,
skunk.
woo, let me tell you.
Funny thing. Now, this is actually true. This comes from a medical doctor. I hope everyone can hear me. So, if marijuana smells like skunk to you, that actually means that your brain is rejecting it and that it's not a good strain for you. If it smells like sweet diesel or flowers or, maybe a little earthy, your brain is accepting that as a strain that's right for you. So that is actually the way. If it smells like skunk, it's going to make you feel sick,
Wow.
sleepy,
What?
but so for real. Or it's going to make you, that can make you totally green out, completely just feel wasted. So if it's really sweet smelling, that means that's the best for your brain. If it's earthy smelling, that means it's probably more of a painkiller. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's really cool. I learned that from my doctor who wrote my medical card prescription, and I never knew that. I thought the skunkier the better. And she's like, no, absolutely not. She's like, that is, whoever told you that, young man, you're an idiot. And I'm
Well,
like,
maybe because the green out effect is why we always thought. Like, oh, so we're not supposed to feel this way? I thought
I
it was good.
love skunk, and I still do because I like that feeling. So if you want to feel better and just feel better, don't smoke what smells like skunk unless you want to trip out and trip balls and be on a different cloud than what the cloud you're on. Because I guess that's why I liked it so much. I don't remember.
That'd be a good tidbit information, pop up.
Yeah.
The brain saying no to the skunk.
I was more than likely, let's see. I was 12, I believe, whenever I first smoked it, and it was skunk. And totally all my life until now, that is the first time I ever heard anything said about skunk. So I've been smoking the wrong kind.
So it seems
And
like,
I liked it.
I liked it.
it seems like 13 is a pretty magic number.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people on here saying they're 13 when they smoked it. Hi, Jason. How you doing? He's part of the WLF
Hi, Jason.
family. He's got the
Hi, Jim.
It says it fart, it covers it up.
I thought that said 3 for a second. Jim was 3 when he tried it. I'm like, what?
Angelina says, "What? I never knew that, girl. I had no idea either."
Yeah, and there's, I mean, the different flavor tones and everything too.
Different strains.
Yeah, what are they called? Terpenes.
Terpene.
So there's different, and that's where the different flavors come. That's where the peppery flavors come. The sweet, the citrusy smells. All those different strains have all these different terpenes, and that's what makes them so good in different cooking as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you can not only, like, if you cook properly with the right ones, the right strains, you can use it to enhance your food flavor, and it not just taste like pot. Say if you're cooking some lemon pepper chicken, you want something citrusy.
Yeah.
And you can infuse that there.
Yep.
And
So many different ways now.
So many different flavors now. Like he was saying, you can cook with it, and there's so many different flavors that you could just cook just about everything and anything. So if you can't smoke it and you don't like it in any other form or whatever, you can put it in your food to where you can't taste it, but it's still there. And, you know, a lot of people do that for their illnesses when they're doctoring themselves from legal cannabis. And they will teach you. There are classes on YouTube and all over Google that you can watch, and it'll show you, and there's no money involved in some of them, not all of them, but, and yeah, definitely it makes really good, like, herb to cook with. Yes.
If you do cook with it, save yourself all kinds of trouble and put it in a red bag or something to remind you that you have THC in this dish.
Yes.
Because you will have guests.
Yes.
That will explore
Although
the dish.
you may want those guests to have it.
They would think they are dying.
Like, you don't want them to have it. Definitely put it in a different bag than what herb you use a lot. Don't get it mixed up because, yeah, you might like it too much if you do.
And plenty of water.
Oh, plenty of water. Yes. And plenty of food on hand if you are skinny and you want to gain weight. Cook you some herb deliciousness. And
it's the perfect munchy food too. Like, I mean, you smoke out and then you're like, oh man, this brownie looks so good.
True.
And then you eat the brownie.
That were edible.
And then you're like,
oh, then you wake up the next day and
You're
wonder,
in panic mode.
wow, I have no food. I'm like in the nude, but you were not supposed to be because you had clothes on when everything happened. And then boom, you're outside, down the street, neighbor's yard, in bed with your wife.
Robin Williams once did a skit about stoners, and he said, I'm just going to paraphrase because I don't know exactly, I can't do it completely anyway, but a stoner can eat a kitty litter sandwich and just be like, crunchy.
Yummy.
You can see it on YouTube, guys. Look at
Pop rocks.
So now we're going back into some questions, and we have
yes. WLA DB Radio Network, i.e. TED, says, warning, this video is not saying that you should use pot or any drug.
No.
This interview is for educational purposes. Yes, it is legal in many areas. Driving while drunk or high will get you in trouble.
Yes.
Please follow the laws. Yes, that's why we said follow the laws earlier.
Follow the laws. Always.
Laws seem more funnier, too.
Right?
Peggy says her advice is don't bake brownies if you live in apartments. It smelled up a whole complex one time.
That is very, very smart. That should be on every cannabis bag you purchase. It's, yeah.
Yes.
Do not cook me in an apartment complex because I can afford everybody else's cookie habit. or it could be
Oh,
the best of
and we have one of our people says if we fart, it
It
covers up the smell.
Yeah,
a
man,
lot of
I already
farting.
shared
I mean,
heads.
I know, right?
I've never heard that shit.
That was
Me
back there in the
either.
skunk
And I am not
conversation.
gonna poop right now.
Let's ask the owl on that one.
Oh, shh.
Oh, dang.
See,
We
Grandpa,
farted.
bad idea.
Technicalities.
Oh, that just threw the breaker.
Oh.
Oh.
The show, the computer went off.
Oh.
No.
Are you
No.
guys still good?
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, we're still good.
Can you go to commercial?
Yes.
Yes.
So, guys,
we
it is time
will
for
go
an
into a commercial
impromptu
for
commercial.
really
We have some
quickness.
technical
Oh my
difficulties.
gosh, I feel so bad.
No, it's okay. It's not
So-
like gonna break anything.
Didn't mean for you to fart right
Oh.
now.
So, yeah.
WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV. You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels. Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows. LGBTQ Friends for all of our LGBTQ shows. Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DB.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows. Search for your favorite shows like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Everythin Yet Nothin, Paratalk Radio, Step into the Paranormal, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and more. Now you won't miss an episode. Remember, follow Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe and follow your favorite WLFE-DB radio shows. You can find our shows where you listen to your favorite podcasts, like Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and more. WLFE-DB Radio is looking for podcasts to join our family. You don't have to fit any strict genre. We're a plethora of shows. If you're looking to jump on a growing network, then contact us at WLFEDBradio@gmail.com.
Wow, Amazon Music just got a whole lot better. Your favorite shows from WLFE-DB Radio can now be found there. Yes, we are on Amazon Music, found under podcasts. Download the app, find podcasts, and search all of your favorite shows. Shows like Where's My Sage, Across the Pond, Everything Yet Nothin, Skeptical Help Bar, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and much more. Now you don't have to miss an episode ever. Amazon Music is WLFE-DB radiofied.
More from WLFE-DB Radio Network after this.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com. You're listening to WLFE-DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Sorry, a little lag in there. Um, so, I do have to say something, and it is up on screen.
Warning, this video contains material that some viewers might find disturbing due to the nature of the topic. Rated mature audience.
And with that said,
I
we
should get a
wasn't
voiceover.
really smoking. That was a fog machine, just so you know. See? Oh my god.
Only could be a big one.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
Run, everybody!
Wait, I got
Nobody's moving.
How
Run,
many
everybody!
I was gonna try to fart.
Listen,
They're gonna kill us all.
He's trying to shit himself over here so we can see if the cover's taking out.
Jim just says, "That's nice. The lights are out." And they got high.
Oh, right.
Batteries. Can I walk in front here?
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
So,
yeah, Jason, we're gonna be calling you.
yeah.
Jason says, "Am I driving you home tonight?"
You can see the laser through the fog.
Possibly.
I know, isn't it
Yes.
awesome?
Totally.
Am I in here now?
Totally. Is he in there? I don't know.
Yes, here we are.
Stranger.
everybody.
Oh, hi.
Whoa!
Yeah!
What the hell, man?
Stop this!
Totally snuck up on me. I was like, what the hell?
Good strange.
Stop this!
My real name is Richard Driver. Thank you. I was named after a famous golfer. And Richard comes from the king, Richard the 16th, probably.
Any relation to Richard Trickle?
Yes, all of them.
All of them.
All of them. Even the ones that wasn't there first.
Yeah, the second one, especially.
Even the dead ones.
Dang.
Especially the dead ones.
Especially the
What
dead
the fuck are we talking about?
I thought we were going to be talking about
We're talking about Richard Driver.
Oh yeah, that's me. And I am an actual. I am a doctor. So.
Dr. Dick.
Slept at a holiday.
Dr. Dick.
Big Dipper. Oh,
You got a question for Dr. Dick? Right here.
If anyone has a question for me, I'm here for you.
See?
Oh, I got a question.
Okay. What's your
Not a good time for the
Is
rash.
that
He's about to whisper like there's no microphone here. Like he leans in, hey, is that the? And then we change, but it's like he's gonna whisper like no one else.
I
can
can't hear
Like,
a thing
see this
you're
little
saying.
blinky
He's
thing
the
right here?
closest one to the mic. He's like, hey, is that one? All right, go ahead and whisper to Dr. Dick. What do you need?
Dr. Dick, can I get a soda beverage?
Oh, sure. Do I look like a fucking waiter?
Super 7.
That's actually, I'm not really a doctor. I am. They hired
I
me
thought
for
you were-
tonight. Look at all these tips I've made already.
Yeah, see?
Like,
Make it rain.
He's like, ooh, 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 ooh.
good. All right. I'm taking drink orders for everybody. Non-alcoholic, of course, because this is a medicinal thing that we're doing. So there is no alcohol involved here, which is really nice. What can I get?
Our little water bottles are gone.
What about the big?
Oh,
No.
Chanel girl. I make.
Smile.
Yes. Well, thank you. You make my heart bubble and then smile and then it flames. It sounded good
Sounded great.
when it came out of my mouth.
Let me try
Go ahead.
it. Totally forgot what you said completely.
See, it works, doesn't it?
Fantastic.
Damn, I forgot I was even here.
I know,
That
right?
was smooth. Am I freaking you out? A little bit.
A little bit. But I like it. Like,
Why don't I have tie-dye on? You were supposed to bring me a tie-dye shirt. You forgot.
oh, shit.
I know.
I'll take mine off.
Woo!
Sorry, no nudity.
Oh, something like that. Close.
Yeah, make it rain up in here.
We'll make it rain before the end of the show. Don't worry.
Yeah. Totally. I have never been pulled over. So, okay, wait a minute. I
What
wasn't
are
pulled
you
over,
saying?
but I was in a vehicle that once was pulled over. And I would say the word, but it wouldn't go off if I did. So, when I did, And it was like I was not even scared because I looked at the other person like, what the hell, dude?
Oh, if you weren't
When did you
scared.
turn the Christmas lights on? This is really cool. Wow. Christmas lights, and it's just red and blue. Huh.
Kev, you gotta press the button. I mean, the
You gotta
what's
press
her name?
it.
It was It was see that red light? There's a red button. He said the word police. No, it's on the floor, man.
It's on the floor.
It's
man.
on the floor. It's right there.
You want to
Remember your
silly,
training.
Look. You just reach over here and go whoop whoop.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
Don't forget the whoop.
So whenever I was pulled over with the coppers,
Oh, there it is.
police officers, then that's what happened. Is I was like, wow.
Okay.
Bad boy.
So when did you like put the Christmas lights on, and why are they just red and blue? And they're like freaking out over here, like I'm like, what is up? You know, because it really made me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That was my trip down the police alley. So with that said, have you ever been pulled over by the?
Oh yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And
No.
I was more scared, I think, than you were.
Yeah.
Never been pulled over.
You didn't see
Probably.
Christmas
Better knock
lights,
on some wood.
and them just be blue and red.
It'd have been more Christmas lights if they didn't have all the freaking lights all over the car.
Oh, you sit in the car.
Everything.
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 Yet nothing.
And
Yet
yet
nothing.
nothing. And of course, you can't hide the smoke when the window rolls down.
Yeah.
So from right then and on, we had a great conversation.
I don't even remember the smoke.
You should just carry a fog machine with you. And then
That's
you,
it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You'd be like, bro,
And
it's
you
a
could, like,
fog machine.
You can put it up underneath your dash and
Yeah.
make remote control it, driving down, and then get pulled over, and to where you.
Start
That's
farting.
probably not a good idea.
Whose suggestion was farting? Hey,
Oh,
Ted's.
yes.
I'm
there you
gonna
go.
So hey George, welcome to the show.
We need
Taylor.
somebody to fart in a smoke machine.
So now Fletcher was take it
Chanel
off.
says, "Woo, take it off, T. Roy."
Take it off,
You're
T.
a
Roy.
little bit behind.
I am. Well, I was big and now we're small again, so I can read the comments.
I hate it when it.
It's like
grows
we were
small.
through the looking glass and
always
drinking
nice
the
when it
little
grows
drinks
big.
and eating the little mushroom cakes and whatnot.
Oh
We
yeah,
were
where
big
is
and the
this?
small and a big and the small.
Mm.
So that's where my mind goes, guys. I watch a lot of cartoons. Even as an adult, I watch a lot of cartoons. So what are some of the bad things or side effects of smoking pot? Well, that's a good question. Some side effects, believe it or not, are man boobs. I don't know exactly. I can't tell you the science behind
Yes.
it, but it creates man boobs.
So we are also having something come up here soon, and we are going to start some stuff, and it's going to, you'll have to donate and to see it, but we are going to do the behind the scenes look, and it will be coming out soon. So if you want to see that, you will be able to find that. And I will let you know in time when and where that will be. I cannot wait. It's going to be freaking fabulous. Absolutely awesome. And it's going to be like the making of something. And it's going to be fabulous whenever it's done.
A lot of the best conversations happen behind the scenes. So you guys see what we want to show or what we feel like we can talk about publicly, and then there's a lot of conversations that go on that maybe, I don't know, they're fun. We think they're fun. We have a lot of fun.
There's shit. Just saying.
Here's the deal: is we have this little camera, and it's called that '70s cam, and we're gonna tell like some stories and pass it around. I mean, you'll be able to hear stories here, I guess, but you'll be able to hear and see a lot more.
Yes.
Behind the scenes. You go first.
Like unrated.
Story time.
Uh-oh.
And for this one,
Unrated. I like that
it's
word.
going to be unrated. Ooh. And so, on this episode of the Unrated Behind the Scenes Camera Look, yeah, look, there you go. Behind the scenes. So, oh goodness, what story should I tell? Does it have to be a stoner story?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey,
Real
Teresa.
quick. And yeah, Ariana, you're probably right. Munchies cause man boobs. So that's true. And Chanel loves gummies. The gummies are the best. Now,
She likes
something
gummies 'cause
with the
they're
gummies.
best.
Now, I'm gonna come up with some. I'm not gonna tell my idea, but I'm gonna make something that is okay for people like me to eat because I don't like all that sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to have cheat days when I want to eat a gummy or a cookie or something like that. So I'm going to make some keto snacks. Watch.
Every day's a cheat day for me.
Same lately, like for the last week and a half.
I've been on a diet for 6 weeks, and I've not dieted one day in those 6 weeks. I just tell people, like, I'm on a diet, and then I do nothing about it.
Well, I did it for a while, and then I don't know, the holidays happened. And then I was back on it for like 2 weeks, and I lost all that holiday weight. But then, I don't know. Today I said, well, maybe I'm low carb, not keto anymore. As I was eating a cheeseburger and fries.
Bigger than my face.
Oh.
So yeah, be careful when you do something like this because you may do. No, not really. But you may, like, if you are a person that gets like tripped out or overthinking things, or oh my god, there's a cop outside. What do I do about it? I'm peeking out the curtain like every 2 seconds. You might think twice on doing what you're about to do. Or check into it, look into it, and make sure that you do what you need to do to make sure that you're safe and you're doing it correctly.
So, and
We're good. Hold on.
some other side effects.
See?
Because, that's a
right
good
there.
thing to talk about because we were talking about all the good things about, so we do need to talk about some side effects besides the munchies and the man boobs. There are people that can be allergic to it. I've met some friends that they actually, to touch it, it breaks them out and it makes them itch. But to smoke it, they're good on it. They do it a lot. I've had someone say that they can't smoke it because it makes their throat close up. There's, if you green out, that's not a very good experience sometimes. No.
Elijah's worse.
So, kind of like T-Roy was talking about, that's when the paranoia comes in, and that's when they're like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And like, yeah, that's when you know that
Paranoia,
maybe you should switch strains.
paranoia.
And yes, Chipster, Cottonmouth.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, you don't want cotton mouth.
Cotton mouth.
Like, literally makes it feel like there's cotton in your mouth. That's why it's called cotton.
Yes. Hey
I guess,
Eli,
I
how
don't
you
know.
doing? But nowadays they have this dry mouth,
Do it again.
whole line of dry mouth things.
Hey.
Oh.
Yes, always. That's the one thing about the natural things. Make sure it's not laced because as a natural herb,
He got
it's
it.
good to go.
He got it on camera. He got it.
What did I just miss?
So got it. He got it perfect.
Laced marijuana.
That is so fucking beautiful. It's like
Somebody needs to talk about what happened because I totally missed it. I can't rewind right now. We're live.
He was drinking his drink,
something about like,
and then he starts choking.
and he's all like,
Get on the lace. Make sure that is
my
ways.
god, I'm freaking hot in here. Toaster time.
I'll take my mask off and reveal myself, and I'll tell you know the story. I'll tell my story that I told you about the movie set.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah.
All right, story time. Oh, hey, it's Damien Costello. I just gave my name. Where did Dr.
This
Dick
whole
Driver
time?
go?
I don't know.
No. I have a twin. I don't use cannabis at all.
Who?
What was I saying?
Neither.
All right, so I shared this story with T-Roy the other day. Well, this is the first time these guys will hear it, and of course everyone I hear. So I was on this movie set. It was a small movie set. I won't say the names or anything. It was local though. It was in Missouri, and it was really stressful. It was kind of one of those. I'm a very positive person. This was just a very negative set. And so one of the actors came up. We had a break. We were hours behind schedule. And he comes up and he's like, "Hey, dude, I got some weed, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, I don't really. I do that, but I can't do that when I'm working." And I'm thinking, well, it's kind of stressed. And it was just like a one hitter. And he's like, "Well, no, it's just like CBD anyway." And it's like whatever, it'll keep you not stressed out. So I take a big hit. I'm like, "Fine, fuck it, I'll." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Instantly, I'm like, "That's not CBD at all." And then this motherfucker, so he takes a hit, and then he's an actor, so he's gone. I'm the assistant director at the time on this project, so I have to do a lot of work. I wasn't just an actor getting to sit and just be stoned in my trailer or some shit, And so anyway, I go back to the set, and all of a sudden I'm walking, and everyone that looked at me was like, just looking at me in slow motion. They're like, they'd be nice to everyone. They're like, "Okay, we're getting ready. Are you ready, Damien, to fucking go and shoot the movie?" And everything they would say, it just felt really negative. I'm like, oh my God, no one's high but me. And this fucking asshole that gave it to me, he just dipped. He's gone. Like no one else is stoned. And so we're getting to the shooting the movie. And this guy, one of the actors, he's sitting there and he keeps saying all these negative things. But when you're high, you feel the negativity like so much more. With when shitty people are around you and you're just like, I don't want to be around shitty people. And everyone just kept their energy was just getting shittier and shittier. And so it's like an hour goes by and literally this is what happens. I'm sitting there and everything's slowing down. And I'm like, oh shit, everyone knows I'm high. Everyone's fucking looking at me. Everyone's mad at me. And I just went, this is how loud I did it too. I went, okay, I have to go now. and I left. I got in my car and I left. And I didn't call the guy for like 2 days. 2 days later, I called. I was like, "Sorry, I did that, but I'm not. Something happened. I had to go." And he was like, "All right, that's fuck, whatever. It's cool. We're cool. We're okay with each other now." But it was just, it was extremely loud. It probably wasn't that loud. It was more like this. Guys, I've got to go. It probably was, but in my stoned mind, I'm just like, I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Bye now. And fucking Mary Poppins and shit floating back to my car. Okay, goodbye, everybody. This is showtime. It was terrifying. And that fucking guy, he just dipped on me, dude. Oh, yeah, it's just mostly CBD. Yeah.
When you're around somebody,
He was not there no more.
Stoned as you may be. And in your mind, you're like, oh, they know.
Yeah.
Play it cool. And then you start saying the most retarded stuff that could ever come out of someone's mouth. Like, oh, now they definitely know. But they look at you like, everything's just fine. And I think you kind of make a bigger ass out of your own self trying to not act stoned.
Oh, like in their mind, everything's fine.
Oh, yeah.
They never in a million years thought anything, but in your mind, you're like, oh, they know so much. So but you say dumber shit. Like, you'll be sitting there and you're like, oh, so sometimes the sky looks different. They're like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, oh, when it rains, it's angel tears. Someone had an abortion probably. Or some shit. You know what I'm talking about.
Worst baby show.
I don't know if I hit this comment. Ted asked who has the best butt here. Well, of course, Ted, I'm going to say T-Burn.
I got the best butt because I got a bubble butt. So my grandfather is black, which makes me an eighth black.
Butt, I tell you that right now.
Stanky.
Oh, I need to bottle that shit up.
Oh
Who
shit. I'm
doesn't
gonna
like
start
it?
selling it.
Oh God.
I'm gonna start selling it. I'm gonna start selling it. Like
Bottled farts.
somebody said,
Bottle butt.
yeah, to cover it up. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Gas
They have
covers
the
it
spray fart.
up.
They have the spray fart stuff. Like the jokes.
Oh my
That's
god.
stinky.
So I'm not gonna say who, but I'll say this guy from this place that I know once had this girl from the same place that I know, like completely convinced that he saves his morning farts and bottles and jars and like labels them for the dinner that he had the morning or the night before, so he could see what the different dinners make different morning fart smells.
That's ingenious, though.
Yeah, she was like, and so of course I went along with it. I was like, yeah, I've been there. I right along his fucking bathroom wall, like his whole big bathroom wall, not the small one. It is all jars, and it's like he recycles them each year. So there's 365 jars on the wall, and he's like every 4 years he has to throw an extra jar on there. She was like, she believed me. We used to tell her so many things because she was gullible. At first, she'd be like, "No, that don't even sound right," and then we'd be like, "Yeah, man."
You know,
Real.
gullible is not even in the dictionary.
Really?
Whoop.
I just gonna have to Google that. You see me?
I've been waiting to use that joke in at work for years. Years. Oh, maniacal laugh.
Oh, you say gullible really slow. It sounds like orange.
Wow.
Ted says I love it when you're high and you walk like the road is slanted and slowly. So there's a story. It's more a T-Roy story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. We were out walking. This is years and years and years ago. The same aunt that was in the first story that I told. We were out walking, and we live in the country, as you know, and it was a dirt road, and we just sat there, and we were in a circle, and then all of a sudden, was it you or her first? No, it was T-Roy. He steps back, he's like, "Whoa!" And he's like, look back, he's like, it was like there was a bridge there, and I was about to fall off. It was a flat road. There wasn't even a pothole at that point. And then, so we walked a little farther, and then it goes, Jerry Lou, "Whoa!" That's the bridge. And so now, when that happens, and we have that feeling like the road is crooked, Teddy, we just say that there's a bridge there. So, so that's what we say here in Ozark.
Yeah, he's funny. It was not smooth road. It was on a hill.
It was not on a hill. It was on a
It was
flat
at
road.
Grandpa's, and we were
But it was
walking
in the
down
holler. It
hill,
was we weren't walking down the
and
hill.
So Auntie Jerry was right next to me, and we stepped down in a hoe, and I could have swore I was falling off the freaking bridge.
Step down in a hoe.
A hoe, because the whole dang road was like bloop, 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 bloop. I was up and down it like all over the place. And then she turned around and did the same exact fucking thing, exactly down to the T, and looked at me, and we both started cracking up laughing. And he's all like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "The bridge, babe." He's like, "What? The bridge?" "Yeah, we just fell off of it." But not really, you know. And he's like looking at me all like, "Okay, so where's the bridge? How does that get here?" And I told him what just happened and everything, and then he's like, "Ha ha ha."
The bridge.
That was the true story. Whatever he just said, I don't know.
Whatever, see this. That's the thing. Let that be a lesson to you guys. That right there is relationship advice 101. Each side has their own story. Every opinion or every point of view is different.
But every point of view matters.
But
Well, I wouldn't
yours
say
is the one that
that.
matters.
Oh wait.
Depends on who you're asking. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, we all just got really quiet.
I know,
Oh my
right?
God,
I
it
was
was like
oh my
so
God.
quiet. So, anyways, no.
Green out. When was your first green out?
Yeah.
What was your first green out experience like?
Oh my gosh. My first green out experience. So I was 15. My parents were working nights, and my brother-in-law's brother came over, and we smoked in my bedroom, and it was in the back of the house. But it was right about time for my parents to get home, and I didn't realize how late it was. And the whole fucking house smelled like pot. And so I walk around and I put lighting candles. I'm opening all the windows up, and I'm walking around like this. Smell. My sister says, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm Mom, making sure I can't smell anything." She's like, "Pretty sure that Mom doesn't walk around holding her boobs." I was like, and sniffing the air like that. That's like, well, I had to be Mom. These are the boobs.
Farting in here.
Yeah, you should have just farted a bunch.
I know, right?
It would have been fine. Just you and your buddies just eat a can of beans and chill and just start farting. Shit would have been gone.
That's it.
Say, if I know then what I knew now.
Yeah, see,
Or if I knew then what I know now.
Adulthood can teach you a lot of things.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it sucks a
Too
lot of
much.
times, but at least you learn things.
And it gets better.
We were smoking in the basement of my house. Thought it was the perfect hide spot. I had me and a couple of buddies. It was Thanksgiving, and we were down there for most of a blunt. We come upstairs, and everybody's so chill. All the nerves, everybody's calmed down. Well, the wooden floor. The wooden floor. The most peaceful Thanksgiving. Should have made more turkey.
Right?
Desserts. But yeah, you know, oh my God, everybody's just pick your spots more wisely.
Yeah, right. I don't really.
That's a
remember.
good PSA right there. Pick your spots
That's how green
wisely.
it was. Is okay. I will tell you at green time, and that was whenever my next to the oldest brother got me in his truck, and it was with Kevin, and it was in his. Was it a Ford? Big old. It was a full size truck. Anyways, he loved smoking me up. He would get me green all dang time. Like, he just loved it. He would laugh his ass off at me. But he's in his damn truck. He just made his pipe, and his pipe was out of a socket. And he had put a screen on the inside of it and some black stuff on the outside so it wasn't slippery or anything, metal, so it didn't burn your hands. And then he loaded that sucker up, and it was like, mind you, that long. And most of it was nothing but pipe. And so all this here was full. And he got me in this damn truck with him, me and Kevin both. And we took hit after hit to the point of we couldn't see nothing. We couldn't even see each other. And we was like literally sitting next to each other. And I got sicker than a dog. And freaking, I had to get out of the truck. Whenever I opened the truck, smoke just boiled out on both sides because my brother opened the other side, laughing his ass off because I'm like, can't breathe. Oh my God, nobody fucking blessed out. Shit, where we at?
He turned as white as his hair is.
I did. I was like so white, and I got out and I sat on the steps and I was like, son of a bitch. I'm at Mom's. He just got me baked in Mom's freaking driveway, and I gotta go in and say hi because we just got there. And I'm all like,
we didn't even go in yet.
What?
We met
No
him
shit.
at the, like, he was
I
outside.
was
He just got
freaking
there. We just
the
got
freak
there.
out. Like, I was like totally breathing heavy, and Tony's like, "Are you all right, Bob? Hey, you all right, Bob? Hey." I'm like, "Fuck no, I ain't all right. Do I look all right?" I'm like, "Why does the sheet? Mom's in there, about to come out because she always comes out whenever she sees us pulls up, you know." And I'm like, "Oh." I was thinking all kinds of shit, and I don't even know what the hell happened.
She knows.
Yeah, totally. That's what I was thinking. Oh, fuck. She already knows that she's not even out.
She just feels it.
She would know. Oh, bro.
Did she know?
She had eyeballs in the back of her head.
But did she know
She
though?
probably
she
still
know?
does.
Oh, remind me later to
Smoking that
talk about
devil's
If she
that.
does, I don't know.
My mother-in-law story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ted's shared story. I was really, really high. I went to get wood for a bonfire, and he lifted a huge log. A tree branch from another tree grabbed it and popped the log up to his mouth, and he about bit his tongue completely off. Ow! That's not a funny story, though, Ted. That's a painful story.
I just remembered my first greenhouse story
Yeah.
though. Yeah, it's I was living in Richmond, Virginia. I think I was 17, 16 or 17. Might have been younger than that, but I always lied about my age at the time. I have a weird life. Just don't worry about it. It's fixed now. It's good. But I worked on cruise ships. Even at age 15 was my first contract as a drummer. So I kind of ended up in one of those situations where you're too young to know kind of what you're into. And it was by the crazy half of my family. We won't get into that. But I ended up at someone's house for whatever reason, and they had this giant contraption that was called a gravity bong. I had never heard of one.
Oh my God.
But when I say gravity bong, I've seen several since then, and I refuse to use them. Those are not medicinal. All right, I'm a medicinal user. This thing was a giant wash tub thing with this other tub thing, and then like the hitter was a jug with this other spiral, and then the bowl, I kid you not, was a fucking giant just funnel metal and there was like a quarter of marijuana in there, and they're just like blowtorching it. And so they're like, "Hey, bro, you want to take a hit?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and it was like a really nice house though too. I'm talking like fucking nice. I'm like, "Yeah, they're rich. I trust these people," So I do the thing, and I go all the way down. I just remember I couldn't even cough, and then literally all I remember is seeing the ceiling, and for the next what I felt like eternity, I did leave my body, genuinely. I saw myself from above, and I was at peace for a minute, and I'm like, oh, I'm dead. It's fine. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm dead. And, and then I slammed back into my body, and I remember my heart was beating, and I went, oh, shit. And then I couldn't see anything. Everything was going like the worst kind of drunk, but not drunk. Mm-hmm. So everything was just going like this. And then I heard, and I was like, and then, I don't know, I fell asleep, and then I woke up finally again hearing, and I'm like, why are my ears ringing? And they're like, dude, there's a tornado. We have to go into the basement. And I went, fuck, and I ran outside. and I got in my friend's car that I came with, and I just sat in there, and I just remember, like, a tornado never hit. But I remember it was really windy. It was raining. I was just sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh, actually, this is peaceful." And I just sat there until I wasn't really high anymore. And it honestly, the whole experience was probably about 2 hours, but it felt like an eternity. That was wild,
right?
Anyone ever used the
yesterday's tornado? Was it? Yesterday's tornado?
No.
We had a tornado yesterday.
Yeah, we did. I caught the rotation.
Really?
Yeah.
I was sleeping in it.
Oh, really? You didn't wake up through the whole thing?
No.
Those sirens are loud as shit.
Okay,
Right.
there was a
There's
little damage.
tree limbs down all over the
and
house. A little bit of damage in there around
Like-
the house.
around the trailer. Some of it was blew out. Well, where I was sleeping, mind you, when this shit was happening. This freaking, like, there's a hole underneath the whole freaking end of my damn bedroom where I was sleeping, mind you. How I slept through that shit, I have no idea. Because I woke up, got in the car, and then I took cruise, and I was like, what the? There was like trees knocked over and freaking water up to my back door.
The lattice on
the
our
lattice
table
was all
or on
like
our porch
blew off.
Blew off.
There was like all kinds of shit. And I'm all like,
He's talking about
what?
He's talking about the damage around the village, and then I'm like,
was there a tornado or what? And I was like, what?
Dragging
Like literally,
your face.
I slept through that shit, and I would have been freaking out. Like absolutely, I love storms and I love tornadoes. If I'm not by myself, and if I'm by myself, then I'm all like, oh. So I would have been pulling my hair out, but thank God that was the only damage.
it said we lost when Jezebel passed out by Kevin.
Where?
When
He
you
just
laid
was
down.
laying down.
What?
He was just tying his shoes.
What they say? What they say?
It said you lost one. He's passed out behind Kevin. And then when you popped up,
Where do you see that? Oh.
He's searching for a contact.
Hey, now here's the time. Can we do the break thing? That's really cool. So I can grab some drinks. I know that you need one.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
More commercials. So let's talk
Yes,
about
time
the
for a commercial,
LGBTQ
and
commercial,
we
guys.
will be back after.
WLFE-DB Radio has LGBTQ shows like Across the Pond, Rainbow Soul, Everything Yet Nothin, and Inside the Drag Closet. Check out the schedule on WLFE-DB.com. You can even watch them on TV at WLFE-DB.com under LGBTQ Friends, right off our website. Again, it's WLFE-DB.com for your LGBTQ shows and more.
WLFE-DB.com, where talk radio is a whole lot better. Our shows are your shows, and that there makes for a great talk radio. Oh yeah, life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
All right, guys, we're back.
Oh,
hi, everybody, and we are back.
We are
beverages. Thanks
So
so
we missed some, and he's about to remove his seat and sit over here where he's supposed to go.
floor.
And the other one is incognitoing right at this moment.
I'm invisible.
And the other one is incognito at this moment. So it's just us. So.
Oh, I still have, there he is up there on Chipsters. I still have comments up there.
Oh, we have comments.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show this week. We had a lot of fun making it. Thank you for hosting us, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry that our guest tears up your studio.
Yes, totally.
I wasn't mad at him.
I mean, you can't take kids anywhere.
I wasn't mad.
I'm a
At
kid.
least I noticed the breaker
No.
works.
He's an adult. He's 21 or over.
Over.
Yeah.
Over.
Over.
So,
Yeah, if you count the 9 months in your mom's stomach.
what are you guys talking about? I promise you an awful when your wife is involved.
I
Okay, now.
a knife.
You guys talking about the
So now we are looking at comments that has probably been on here for a while.
Oh, I like Ted. I don't remember how good or bad sex was when I was high.
Yeah.
Is that
either.
because you don't remember how sex is when you're high, or you just don't remember how sex is, Ted?
I just
mean,
usually say that it was good no matter what, because, you know, if it was bad, who wants to know? So I'm always like, sex rocked. I probably just laid there and not did anything, but it rocked.
This is awesome.
Awesome.
Let's do it again.
It's awesome. Yeah, totally. And then the one you slept with is probably going to be all like, I don't know what the blah, 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 but you sucked last night and it was not good. Then you're like, fuck you. I don't like you anymore and I don't want to see you. So, poof.
Be gone.
Yeah.
Be gone.
That's it. Be gone. Oh, whoa. I like, y'all came back.
Here the whole time. What are you talking
Yeah,
Talking about.
they've been
Never
back.
left.
Oh, I need another hit.
Well, ask and you shall receive.
Damn it.
Well, you said another hit.
I did. It's real. I did.
Have you ever seen the movie Surf's Up?
No. Is it worth it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's so worth it.
Surf's
After you
Up.
watch it, you could pick imagine him as the chicken
Yeah,
rooster
see?
that goes surfing.
Jennifer says sex
Sex when you're high is the best.
the best.
Number two, and
Depends on how high you are.
Hey.
And Ted
Actually-
says, no hubby when I'm high, I don't remember. So that's the thing that I like about
Oh,
cannabis as opposed to alcohol. Like, I remember everything. Now, I might not remember it 5 minutes from now, but the next day I'll remember it because,
What?
you know, it goes into the long-term memory.
Yeah,
What were we talking
Memory.
Memory.
Memories. Oh wait, we don't have the rights to that song.
Yeah, we were just saying that. Yeah, my wife actually. So she said, I almost said her name.
Angela Evie. Say
that
her
was-
name. She said, "Say my name."
Oh,
Oh,
Angela.
okay. Why do you say it like that though?
Evie.
Yeah.
Because she screamed it. So I
Hi,
had to
bitch
be
face.
submissive.
I love your bitch face.
Oh, she did scream it.
Yeah.
So you're like, Angela.
Oh, sorry, everybody. That's a really good friend of mine. And every time we see each other, even though I haven't seen her in a while, it's always like, hi, bitch face. I love your bitch face.
Yes.
That's rude as fuck, bro.
I know. That's why we say it. And
Terrible.
we're like, nobody
Bitch
else
face.
is going to say
Nah,
that to
yeah,
us.
that's true.
You probably know her. She's the
Yeah.
karaoke down the Padwell.
Karaoke downtown.
Oh, okay.
She was the
Right
host.
here.
Hey, bitch face. It's nice to fucking see you again. You and your bitch
Sandy
ass.
said she was a hippie in the 70s. What memories? You know, I was just saying when we were doing all this stuff earlier, getting sure everything's getting ready. I was saying that I wasn't born in the right era because I'm a hippie, not a techie, right?
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. Yeah.
I should have been born, honestly, the 20s to the 40s. I know that sounds weird, but I love jazz more than anything. There's this one club up in Springfield, Missouri, and I'm not a club guy, but it's called the Hep Cat. It's a jazz club. And dude, people in there suspenders and like old 40s clothes, and you go in, and it's an acoustic jazz band. They have the big stand-up piano and the little drum set, stand-up bass. Bro, it is the cool. You feel like you step back in time. They have the old-timey lights. There is nothing that's new.
So did they make you do it
cool.
speakeasy style? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
have
like
to go
you
to
can
the
go in
door?
there dressed however, but it's you want to have the full experience. You want to go in there and you order your neat whiskey or whatever, a martini. It's so elegant, and
Is
it's
Arnold
just-
Palmer that old?
dude.
No.
That is awesome.
Arnold Palmer.
No. They did not name a drink after Arnold Palmer in 1940.
I could go for a Shirley Temple.
And that's not even an alcoholic drink. That's just tea and lemonade.
I
What
thought
about
you put
T. Roy
gin in
Palmer?
it.
You're thinking of a Roy Rogers. Or
Yeah, Roy Rogers. That's a non-alcoholic.
New drink.
Oh,
New
you're
drink.
right.
That's a Shirley Temple, Roy Rogers.
Shirley.
New drink.
What the hell's up with all
T.
these?
Roy Palmer.
What?
What?
That sounds like you're giving a weekend
Yeah.
job. Let me give you a T. Roy Palmer.
Okay, so the next time you go into
You're not
a
even
bar,
wrapping
you
your
gotta
fingers
order
around.
the T. Roy Palmer.
Dude,
What's
that
it got in
actually
it?
is Yeah, what's in it?
You know that.
Well,
They're
I
not
want
even
to
drinking
drink
the
it. I know what's in it. I think a little bit of Coleco.
Yep.
A tiny bit of Coleco and some Hypnotic.
Yes.
And then a little bit of ice, some lemon. Or
Absolutely.
No, yeah, some lemon.
And some cherry.
A
Yeah, he
cherry
has
on
that
top.
cherry,
A
yeah.
cherry on top. And then also on the top, the splash of 151. Just to get that
See?
thing and it's set on fire.
Yeah. Just
We
like-
should, we
That's
should
it.
Coleco,
That was
Hypnotic. And do we do it with Sprite? Or,
Oh, yeah.
or soda?
That's right.
No,
Sprite.
soda.
Right.
Sprite.
Soda, because if
Sprite.
we add lemon though, and it keeps the sugar out of it, so it can be a healthy drink. So if we do just
So
soda
we can
water-
do the healthy alternatives.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
So a true T. Roy Palmer would have all the sugar of a Sprite.
yeah,
And then
and you could get a tea.
The hubby- the hubby would be with some
T. Roy
tonic
Light
water
Palmer.
instead.
the T-Roy hubby Palmer.
Yeah.
And that's the one with soda water.
That's
I mean,
the one with the soda water.
That is
I
funny.
love to order. I'd go to a bar. I need a T-Roy hubby Palmer. They're like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, bitch, you don't know? Bitch, you must be from Texas.
Right. It's all the rage here. Though. Sorry.
Oh, the ratio.
Dude, we're gonna get that drink in here. When I open the bar, we'll do it.
T. Roy Palmer. What would your drink be?
Oh.
Yeah, he's like.
Angela
from my
says, "I
husband.
love you,
He was
bitch.
all like,
I love you, bitch
What's
face."
that up there? And I was all like,
She's like 20
okay.
minutes late on saying that.
Ted says, "Okay, when I'm high or drunk on Jack Daniels, I hug and flirt with everyone. When I'm drunk on beer, I'm just funny." So when you come to Missouri, make sure you have Jack and Coke, right? Got it.
Ha
That's what I heard.
Well, I have a question. Has anyone ever just used herbal medication just with one other person, but that other person wasn't a person that they clicked with, and you kind of accidentally got high with them because they offered? So,
Yeah.
So you sit down and like, hey, dude, I got this bud or whatever. Kind of like the story I told earlier. But
Yeah.
So there's this one guy, older gentleman I worked with. I can't say his name or area because people will figure out who he is. And he's like, yeah, I got this bull, so let's fucking. He says fucking every other word. One of those guys, fucking. So we
It's
smoked,
a great sentence enhancer.
not the way he used it, especially when you're high. So I mean, I smoked this bowl with him, and then he went from this kind of like normal, just quiet guy to everything he said was so scary. He just started talking. He looked at me, he goes, you know, this fucking goddamn fucking time I got in a fucking car wreck and it ripped into my leg and it exposed a fucking bone. And then, that's all I'm going to say, but take that times 100 going into the details from surgery and recovery. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I started getting that like panicky thing. I'm like, oh, please stop talking. And I had to run to the bathroom and like let everything out because it gave me the nervous stomach.
Yeah.
And it made me sick. I turned so white and I kind of greened out a little but has anyone else had one of those experiences?
Yes. I'm not going to say when, but I actually did. Someone come over and we smoked some Reclaim and we were hitting the pins and smoking some flower on, and I don't know, it just all at once hit me and I got so freaking overwhelmed that I got sick like multiple times, and we just ate. And so I was like, oh, so a couple hours later, I was in the kitchen just munching. I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry. Everything I ate is gone.
Stop doing that motion, bro. He's like, I was just in the kitchen. I was just fucking munching.
Hey,
Liven them up.
Not like this.
I thought
This
it
is
should be like this.
This is kitchen. This is a dick. Okay, I'm straight and I know that. You know, like this. Come on, guys,
This
get
is
your shit
thank you.
together.
This is a dick.
Get your shit together.
So what's a Tom Collins?
Oh my God, Tom Collins.
Didn't he sing in the air tonight?
I'm at the
I
dream.
can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Oh.
Oh wait, we don't have the rights to that.
Right,
You can catch that on the behind the scenes though.
Yes. I'm
So
missing.
Ted says T-Roy needs a buckshot. That's a half a shot of Jack Daniels topped with peach schnapps.
That sounds nasty.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No, it was peach.
You like peach?
Mm, my
He'll
He
drink
like-
the peach,
Drinking
but
peach for hours.
Jack
I
Daniels.
love that fist bump. Fucking.
He might do
Nicholas
American
Cage.
Honey.
I don't
with that
know,
peach
Mr.
flower.
Ted.
So what I like is just
I'll try it though.
some vodka, not regular vodka. I like watermelon vodka, and on the rocks.
Yeah.
Wow.
No vodka.
Yes,
No.
or pineapple.
American
vodka.
honey.
I can do pineapple vodka. American
American
honey's
honey.
good. I'm a neat whiskey guy. I don't drink liquor though. I'm a beer guy now. When I used to drink, I would be neat whiskey usually, or whiskey sour, and that's what my wife.
What's the
drinks.
messy?
Oh, neat is when there's no ice. It's just poured out of the bottle, no ice. On the rocks is when it's got when they put fucking pebbles in it, so it breaks your teeth. No, I don't know. But
I don't want that one.
fuck, I was gonna say something relevant to that, and I totally forgot. Oh, I know. No, this one drink I was introduced to was tequila with hot sauce in it. Really fucking hot sauce in it, and I want to say I did like 9 or 10 shots of that. And I felt amazing. Didn't have a hangover though, because it was the kind of tequila that there's something that isn't in a certain type of tequila. You won't get a hangover from it. Yeah. But I fucking felt it both ends.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
So
like
they
those
have this,
aftershocks.
Yeah.
Love you too,
Tequila's
Tanya. Tanya's on here. She's
Hi, Tanya.
They have this new Tanya.
Love you, sister.
Tanya. They have this
Love you, sister.
not watermelon, jalapeno vodka. And I'll never try it, but I saw it yesterday. And actually, Jason pointed it out. He was like, how about that? Some jalapeno vodka. Why am I can't say jalapeno.
Say
It's so nasty. I can't even say it.
jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, T-Roy calls them jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
Got to get
Why do you say it though with the Hispanic accent? Jalapeno. Like what?
That makes me go aesthetic. Like, I literally
It's the accent, but he's saying it wrong.
I like change everything. Like I just see me saying it like that if I was Spanish.
So Ted says, story. I spoke with the guy that had his own joint. Let me tell you,
No.
it wasn't pot. It
There was a joke.
oregano, and he faked being high. Oh, that would That was so story. We went to T. Roy's first rock concert in the Ozark Mountain Amphitheater. Top. And we had, the balcony, not balcony, it's an open amphitheater, so we had the grass seats up in the back.
Like beyond.
But that's where all the pot was. Like, he thought it was so awesome because someone just was like, here, you want to hit this?
Oh,
and
man,
here,
it was
you wanna
like
hit
this long. It was the biggest joint I've ever seen in my life. I was sitting on the hill. Here's this couple comes up, sits by me. I'm like, I don't know them. They don't know me. And my group was over here sitting on the rocks and everything on the hillside. And I was like, just sitting there. And this old man's all like, hey, want to hit? I'm like, what? It scared me. It was so big. And then I was like, I want to hit that.
Still talking about joint.
And so, like,
he wouldn't be scared.
I took a hit, and then my 6 buddies was all, I just passed it down because he was like, go ahead. So I just passed it to the next one. They was like, same way. They was like, what the hell? The biggest freaking joint I ever seen. I was like, no, hit it. Pass it on. So, yeah, we hit it. They hit it like 3 or 4 freaking times. It was huge, too. It was like the size of my thumb. It was huge.
T-Roy TV exclusive. I smoked a joint with Kid Rock. But
no way.
When I lived in Nashville, but it was at this small bar that I used to play pool at. And I don't even think I was technically allowed in there because I was like 19 or 20. And yeah, he was there. I mean, he was already pretty fucking big, but he was just there and with a few people, and he was like, "Y'all want to smoke some bud out back?" And we're like, "Okay." And then he just left. Like, yeah, but that was pretty cool.
That would be badass.
So I tried. I really did try to catch him. I knew he wouldn't remember it, but at the golf tournament that we had here, I wanted to go and be like, "Hey, do you remember when we smoked a joint back in 2000, whatever?" And he'd be like, "Man, get the fuck out of here!" And he'd probably slap me in the mouth, It's fine. Mark Wahlberg's better than you anyway. Fuck you.
Tanya said the new show. Love y'all. Spirit recognizes.
Miss you too. Love you.
Spirit knows good, and y'all become family in instant. Yes, girl, you're always family. So, speaking of Tennessee. Oh, by the way, Tennessee. There's this witch legend. Yes, the Bell Witch. Yeah, thank you. So when we go to Tennessee, we're going to go and check out that area where she's
Do not take anything from that fucking cave.
I won't.
Oh my God.
Why?
No, seriously. So there is stories they will tell you. And I thought it was hype, but anytime anyone has taken even like a pebble from there, they were fucking dead within days of like tragic accidents. One guy apparently it was like a week before we got there. He took a rock and he put it in his backpack, and the guys were like, "Don't do that." They could have been bullshit, but this is what we were told. He put his backpack and he's like, "I don't believe in this bullshit." And he got on his motorcycle and fucking got killed on the way home. Like head gone type of shit. Everything like fuck. So just don't take anything from them. Or do it. Or maybe it's bullshit.
I will do it.
So not take that out.
Maybe
so we won't be taking Jezebel there because he just said he will be taking something from the
I
cave.
just wanted to take a little pebble.
But no,
There's our guinea pig.
I mean, I've got this, and it protects me from anything and everything.
The next episode is going to be
I'm not going to chance
him losing his
Yeah,
life.
I mean, I'm protected, but at the same time, it's like don't.
That's
bring
a lot
negativity.
older and a little more evil than I think.
Yeah, if you take
I'm
something
able
from there,
to.
you're basically saying, "Hey, negativity, I'm opening the door for you.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on in, cunt."
Totally.
Yeah,
Can I say
exactly.
that? Can I say the C word? I
Yeah.
just said it.
Remember all of the words that we had?
Oh
that
yeah,
says,
yeah.
warning.
Cunt. Cunt. Okay, sorry, I'm done.
Took my
Cunt.
mustache.
One more. All right.
Tom Collins is an old people drink, but it's so good. Tequila and OJ and cherry juice all day. Really?
OJ Cherry.
We have this sanitizer and it
That's
smells
not
like
sure.
tequila.
John?
Ted says Bell Witch is fake. Now, Ted is a paranormal investigator.
What?
So,
Nice.
did you investigate this, Ted? Is this your?
Yeah, so
Why you know
there's
this?
a big
But I still need to go check it out. I mean, how can you be a
I
witch
bet
and not
Ted's
go
got
check
a
out a
whole
witch
rock
thing?
collection.
So,
site is like on WLPTV. There's all kinds of
yeah, Paratalk Radio is
That's
Ted's show.
Yeah.
We talked about some of that stuff remember when we did our thing, and that's cool, man. That stuff it always interests me, but that's cool. I might have to check out some of those shows.
Yeah. They've got
Have Ted come investigate the
Paratalk Radio,
the
and then
bathroom.
Psychic Cindy, and then Where's My Sage? Where's My Sage is with Kirsty London and Mike, and he is a Bigfoot investigator, and she is a psychic medium. And
he has a lot of rocks. He has a lot of rocks.
Oh, thank you. Here, just so the people knew all that smoke earlier, it was either the incense or the fog machine.
Oh yeah.
Yes. No cannabis was ingested during the making of this film. Anything that was done before that is before that.
What's the past is the past.
Yeah.
Whatever happened in rehearsals, staying in rehearsal.
Oh.
We had a good safety meeting rehearsal.
We did.
Yes.
Very safe.
Very safe.
Well, with that said, guys, it is heading towards the end of our time. Thank you for joining us tonight.
And thank you for having us.
T-Roy, it is time for you to...
Well, thank you so very much, each and every one of my boos and boo-boos. And I hope you have learnt and laughed and cried if you wanted to cry. Some people cry just because they want to cry. So, if you're crying, don't smoke. That's all I'm saying.
You're crying, you're a little bitch.
Don't smoke.
That's a
Around if you want to.
Crying, you're a little bitch.
But just be safe. Watch out for each other. Love each other. Have a great time. Take a trip. Enjoy your life. Don't leave nothing behind. Don't be the type person to where when you get there to the pearly gates, you're going to look back and regret anything. Live it up. Enjoy. Peace and love to each and every one of you. Until next time.
And yes, Chanel does
be a rainbow.
And getting
and
buzzed.
If you're not a rainbow, become a rainbow and make somebody else that you love a rainbow too.
Ted said, hey, wait, what's up, Teddy? So yeah, Chanel has lots of rocks, actually. You can check her out.
Pause.
Oh, he has a new commercial coming for us.
Oh, and we have a new
Are
commercial
you uploading
coming
it right
for
now,
us.
sir? So anyway, since T-Roy said his tidbit, I'll go ahead and say...
I wasn't done.
Enjoy your freedoms. Enjoy the earth. We were put on here to take care of it. It was put here to take care of us. So stick with the natural stuff. I know we talked about alcohol and then man-made alcohol. God made pot. So who do you trust? Just always be safe no matter what you're doing. Yes. But we will have a new commercial next week. And check out Chanel because she has lots of rocks. Chanel, if you're still with us, go ahead and pop up how we can get a hold of you and see what you're doing. Until then, guys, have a great week.
Yes, have a great week.
Thanks for joining us.
Toodles.
Thumbs up and Jezebel. Damien, Dr. Dick.
I am Jezebel for you. Hey, just so y'all didn't know, it's stubbing it up for
and
Jezebel.
Next
Your
Thursday,
wonders.
tune in for Natalie.
Next Thursday, tune in to WLFD-DB.com. Everything yet nothing for... Drum roll, please. I know I should have already had this ready.
Right, me too.
Oh, we are doing the horror themed. It's the 6th of May already.
There you go. The horror themed.
So horror themed restaurant with Callie. She's been on Teddy's show, and we're gonna talk about her in a restaurant and what she's doing. She's a restaurateur, and it's gonna be great. So just look up Chanel and Fletcher on Facebook. She goes live all the time, and she shows her rocks off. You can get her. And if you want some rocks, then
show them.
Oh, yes. She has some very beautiful rocks. You should see them. Hard, short rocks.
Anyways, guys, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Love ya.